Okay, so last week I re-listened to my podcast, and I'm learning. This is a new thing. I haven't done this before, so this is episode 2, and we're going to learn along the way. Hopefully, you'll learn with me. Um, Welcome to the Scoutcast. I'm Ray Hoffman, and today we're diving into social media lead generation, one of the most powerful tools for growing your business. I love social media. I love advertising social media. I actually took a course from a gentleman by the name of Bill Murphy. It's called Solar Cheat Code, when I was marketing for solar for a company I worked for. And I took the course and did everything they said, and we were getting some good leads. Our closing percentage wasn't as high as I wanted. However, that was more of a sales issue than it was a advertising issues. So I started thinking, how can I use this to promote other companies? When I left that company, I said, okay, so how can I use this to promote other things, other services? Does it have to be just for solar? Obviously, they teach it in the solar world. So I tried it, and it was amazing. It's doing great. I have a client right now that's doing the exact same program, and they are getting more leads than they've gotten before. So it is a program that is great, and thank you to Bill Murphy and his team for teaching me this program, and the fact that I can use it outside of the solar world is phenomenal. It's helping a lot of people in my industry. So are you struggling to turn followers into customers, wondering which platforms actually work? Well, today we're going to go through that. We're going to figure out I'm going to give you some ideas of a couple social media programs that will help you. What are the top social media strategies for generating leads? How to optimize your content and engagement. Tools to automate and scale your efforts. So let's get started. Why is social media crucial for lead generation? Social media isn't just for likes. It's not for getting people to like you, getting people to like your company. It's a literal gold mine for generating qualified leads. Why is that? Social media across many different platforms brings in billions of active users. If you're talking about a regional social media campaign, it brings in millions of active users. Think about it. Look at Facebook, look at Instagram, look at TikTok. TikTok is huge right now. Obviously, there's some politics being played into TikTok right now. However, there's still millions of people that are using it. You want to go after the younger generation? That's where they get most of their news now. Sad as it is. I don't know if I necessarily agree to getting news from a social media site like TikTok. However, that is what they're on. I think of my kids. They're on it constantly. They're not on Facebook. They're on Instagram. They are on TikTok. So you have to use these social media platforms to grow your company. This gives you direct communication with customers. Unlike ads or emails, social lets you engage in real time. If you have somebody that is actually paying attention to your social media, you can return messages within a few minutes. I have a customer that within about 2 minutes, every single thing is responded to. Now, there's 2 ways to do this. You can do it personable, which is what we do with one of the companies I work with. The other company, we have AI bots, because somebody can't be there the whole time. But this is a great opportunity to use AI with frequently asked questions and get that lead anyway. I would suggest if somebody's at the office, somebody actually monitor this during the day, and then when you're at night, use the AI bot to respond. What is cost-effective marketing? Organic content and strategic paid ads can drive a massive ROI. There's one study I was reading about from HubSpot. It found that businesses using social media or lead generation increase conversion rates by 24%. 24%. Who can't use an extra 24% of closed leads? Now, here's the truth behind that. Social media is going to get you the leads. You still have to have a good sales program to close those leads. A good or a good closing program, or a good sales program, I should say, involves a lot of different steps. And here at Scout Consulting, we can help you with that as well. I believe the number is still in the 90s of the amount of salespeople that don't follow up. Over 90%. I'll have to look up a study on that, but over 90% of salespeople never follow up with their customer. They never take the time. Follow up is key. If you don't follow up, you're giving that money away. It was a waste of a lead. So choosing the right platform for your business. What are the right platforms? You've got Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, X. There's a whole lot of different programs out there. And I could probably list more programs for the entire time of this podcast. However, here's how you decide which ones you want to be on. Facebook is for community engagement. Oh, Nextdoor is another big one up and coming right now too. So I should definitely throw Nextdoor in there. Facebook is best for community engagement and paid lead ads. Create a lead management like a free guide and promote it using Facebook lead ads. You can do a free guide, you can do a special offer, you can do free no charge type programs for free consultations. LinkedIn, that goes B2B. So if you're a B2B company, you need to be advertising on LinkedIn. Instagram, very heavy with visuals. So a lot of things you put on Facebook, you can also put on Instagram. It's just done differently. You can use things like Reels and Stories to engage your audience and include a link in the bio to collect the leads. If you have a very large visual environment in what you sell, then I'm going to suggest Instagram for you for sure. TikTok, explosive reach for younger audiences. It's absolutely insane the amount of people that go on TikTok to look at what the weirdest things are. I'll go on TikTok once in a while. I'm of the older generation, but I like it because I like to see what's out there. And it's just absolutely insane the amount of things that you can get from TikTok. Now, we all know in today's day and age, we don't know what TikTok's going to do. So, I'm not going to give you any tips one way or another on that, but it's very easy to get videos on TikTok and going strong. I've got a friend, a person I would consider a friend, puts out probably 10 or 15 TikToks a day, but I watch every single one of them, and his TikToks are all about leadership. It's a great opportunity to get that younger generation involved in leadership and speaking your truth in your voice. Nextdoor is up and coming. It's going to be huge. It is basically community engagement on steroids. So it's all local. I belong to my local one, and everybody in it is within a couple miles of my house. So if you can get advertising down to that hyper-local level, then give it a try. Then it's about attracting the right things, attracting the right people, getting the right graphics out there. The key is to pick a couple of platforms that align with your audience and master them before expanding. A lot of people that are out there going for public endorsements or public work, B2C is what we call it, business to consumer, are going to go with Facebook and Instagram first. A lot of people that do B2B are going to go with LinkedIn first. If you're highly visual, make sure you have great visuals for Instagram. Now, let's talk about strategies at work. Here are my top 4 ways to turn engagement into sales. And I'm going to explain the cheat code process that I spoke about earlier. Run a free webinar, downloadable checklist, free home renovation guide if you're in the home improvement industry. Use interactive content, polls, quizzes, Q&A sessions, encourage engagement. For instance, a real estate agent posting which home style fits your personality with a quiz that leads to a consultation offer is a great opportunity to find out exactly what that customer is looking for. Use DMs to build relationships, personalize conversations, convert more than mass marketing. A fitness coach offering a free 15-minute consultation to Instagram followers who engage with the post is a great opportunity to grow their business. And a 15-minute consultation, what's that really going to cost you? Other than the ad, you've got 15 minutes involved in somebody that actually wants to help themselves. They want to get fit. They want a coach to help them get there. So it's a great opportunity to grow your fitness coaching business. Invest in retargeting ads. This I cannot say more and more. This is a great opportunity to get your name in front of people. In marketing, we used to have a rule of 7s. People had to see you 7 times before they thought of you when they actually needed your product. That has doubled. I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head anymore. However, I'm going to guess it's in the 13 to 15 times range before they start thinking of you. So, retargeting is basically the use of a Facebook pixel, LinkedIn retargeting to re-engage past visitors with special offers. So imagine a boutique clothing store running a 10% discount ad for users who visited the website but didn't purchase. So imagine this person going onto this boutique store looking at a pair of jeans. They're sitting there thinking in their head, well, maybe I don't really need these. These are, $100 pair of jeans. So maybe I don't really need these. Now, why wouldn't you try and get that person to purchase by using retargeting ads? And we'll talk about Google at a later podcast, but in Facebook, by hitting that retargeting, you offer 10%, 20% off. That pair of jeans that was $100 is now $90, $80, $70. I don't know what profit margins are in jeans. However, I can imagine that you should be able to do that and still make a profit. Now, what's the important thing about that? You offer them a 10%, 20% discount. They buy the jeans. They love the jeans. What are they going to become? They're going to become a loyal customer of your boutique. And they are going to tell their friends that they love the jeans. They are going to tell their friends that they loved working with this company. They're going to tell their friends, oh my gosh, I got a great offer from them, so I decided to go ahead and buy the jeans. So they're going to tell their friends. Who's going to tell their friends? Who's going to tell their friends? All of a sudden, you are now from 1 to 10 customers. Very easily, just by offering a 10 or 20% discount. So, I said I was going to talk about this cheat code that I learned. It's a great program. So, basically what it is mass marketing. So, you are going to run different ads with different demographics and different interests throughout Facebook. Now, Facebook did catch on to this a little bit. You used to be able to run hundreds of ads at one time and then make decisions on which ads are working and which ads are not. The key to this is having different designs, different wording, different things that you offer. Okay? So now Facebook only allows 249 ads running at one time if you're spending less than $1 million on an ad. So most people that are going to listen to this podcast are not going to be spending over $1 million. So we take that, right, and we run 249 ads. Those 249 ads are going to start telling you what your demographic actually is. We all think we know our demographic. I think I know my demographic. Every company thinks they know their demographic. It's very rare I walk into a company and say, hey, what's your demographic? And they have no clue. They just say, anybody that spends money. That seems to be the popular answer. But that is not actually true. Your demographic may be, you may be thinking your demographic is 45 to 55, when your demographic is actually 55 to 65 plus. So if you're not advertising to the right people, then how much is your ad actually worth? So this could change your whole marketing strategy, not just your social media strategy, your whole marketing strategy, which is a phenomenal opportunity to learn more about your customers. So, social media marketing and scaling. So obviously there's a lot of AI. I like to work with AI. I use AI. You can have AI get you your data analytics. You can use different programs for AI. You don't have to sit there and write these ads or write these posts on a daily basis. You can actually schedule them, work within AI to get them the most attractive by utilizing keywords and stuff like that. Buffer, Hootsuite. If you're only using Facebook and Instagram, they have the Meta Business. You can actually schedule these posts in advance. So take a couple hours, once a week, get these posts scheduled for the week, however many posts you want. I would suggest at least 2 to 3 posts outside of your ads per week. Schedule these posts in advance and let them go out automatically. ManyChat can automate Instagram and Facebook DMs. Use programs like ManyChat to get your bots ready if you're not able to sit there and watch your questions, watch your comments on a regular basis. Canva is an amazing program. Canva, you can create professional visuals in minutes utilizing the Canva program. Some of these ads I've created are just phenomenal, and there's no way myself, not being a Photoshop person, not being a graphic designer, that I can create these ads. So I use Canva. Canva is awesome, and they have an automatic or AI tool built into it as well. Zapier. You can connect apps like social media and email marketing for seamless automation directly into your CRM. So a program I used to use a lot was ServiceTitan. People would fill out a form on Facebook or Instagram or even LinkedIn for the commercial side of our company, and it would go right into ServiceTitan. It would go right into Zoho, which we use for a separate division. Those leads would go automatically into the automation system that is already built up. You don't have to build up a new one. Zapier works with hundreds of thousands of different CRMs and social medias, and connects the two and gets it so it removes a human element, which is great for small businesses, and it's phenomenal. There's a little bit of pain setting it up, but I've worked with a lot of the Zapier experts, and they do a phenomenal job of helping you and getting it lined up and getting it working correctly. So the key to this, especially for a small business owner, is to work smarter, not harder. Utilize the tools that are out there. Utilize the AI. Utilize the different programs out there. It doesn't have to be one of the ones that I recommended. It can be any other program that is even a competitor to the ones that I recommended. But the key is, make sure it's going to do what you want it to do, when you want it to do it, and be smart about it. Just because you're a small business owner doesn't mean that you need to be spending 40 hours a week to try and organize and administrate the social media and these leads. Use the tools that are out there. There are so many of them with AI that it's unbelievable. I've never seen this kind of support from programs in my entire marketing career of 25 plus years. So, what are the takeaways from today? So let's wrap this up. Social media is one of the best lead generation tools when used strategically. If you just throw it out there and you don't do anything to support it, you're wasting money. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of money, it's a waste of your consumers' time, it's a waste of your business's time. Whatever client or customer you're trying to get, it's a waste of their time to see your ads if you don't do it strategically. Start out by focusing on 1, 2, at the most 3 platforms where your audience is most active. This may involve you testing the different programs at each time, doing an A and B testing and saying, okay, this is really going to work for me, this is not. Use interactive content, DMs, and retargeting ads to convert followers into leads. Automate your social media. Save time and scale efficiently. Okay, so this week I always like to give something for people to do, right? So this week I want you to test one new lead generation strategy, whether it's poll, a freebie, or a DM strategy. Let me know how it goes. Let me know in the comments on this podcast. You can message me directly on Facebook at Scout Consulting WI, or Scout Consulting LLC is my Facebook page. You can email me, ray@scoutconsultingwi.com. And let's continue the conversation. If you found this episode helpful, subscribe, rate, and review the Scoutcast. I would truly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm new to this, so I love all feedback. With feedback from the people that are listening, it's just going to get better and better.